Maybe there is 100. But there is 17,000 doctors and nurses who have stood up and said, stop this madness and what's going on. And, how can this all be related? Well, look, let's go all the way back through time. Why did they hang and burn the witches? Because they had knowledge of how to get better through the herbs and your food. And all of this was lost. And, we gave it away. I mean, I know maybe we didn't mean to. Doesn't even matter, does it? Because it is what it is. And the thing about it is every single thing. I've got, all kinds of videos. And I tell you about how I got off of morphine and oxycodone after surgery. Because I kept telling them it didn't work. And I just kept getting worse. And they said, well, that's impossible. We'll just up the dose. No, it's not. And I could have died. And, my son showed me cannabis again. And I was like, oh, son, you don't even know. My dad, he was a drug dealer. He was a crop duster, and then he became a drug dealer, and he was very successful. He supplied the whole Permian Basin, and I ran as far away from drugs as I could. And even back then, marijuana was considered just as bad. And now we look. Let's look forward. What now? They hold a patent on THC and CBD because they found that it has neurological properties that protect the neural covering. There is so much research that they have, and that's why they got patents on it, while still making it illegal for most patients who really could have benefited from it. So, and then we go to the Sacklers and what they've done, and admittedly taken a formula and made it more addictive, and where it could kill you. And they knew this. And who'd they target? Did they target the rich? No. They targeted Medicaid and Medicare, the disabled and the elderly. And I'm here to warn you, do not trust. Don't ever think that their intentions have ever changed. Don't ever think that they ever even said they did they? They didn't. And then you go to the disease thing, and you're like, well, they would really. Okay, let's go back to the indigenous population. Do you recall that there was some blankets that were passed out around the natives or the indigenous people, and they contained smallpox brought over from the colonies? Let me tell you what. Misery wizards. Then go look at Germany. The war never ended. We took over then. It's just nobody wants to admit it. But it's the truth. And look at Hollyweird and no anti-Semitism, and you need to be careful about that. And how many children have been molested, and then the priests, they don't even get on a sex registry. They're counseling other children who have been traumatized. Yes, it's the truth. And they just moved them around to different parishes. So they made sure there was a healthy population of tortured children. And then let's go look at the Mothers of Darkness capsule and the 1,000 points of light. Holy moly. You want to know what's going on? Yeah. You better check and see who the real witches are and the misery wizards are. I'm here to bring heaven on earth for the benefit of all. Nothing will stop me. I'll do whatever it takes. Every day. Every day I think of it. Every day I wish it. I want it. I want it so bad I just fucking call it, And through whatever, my paintings or BOI or whatever you can do to make them quit lying to the children at least. You can't never get ahead of the tide of stupidness until you stop letting them lie. The giants, I know more of what they've lied about than what they haven't. Okay? Like, I am now to the point, you know, not really, but really, if their lips are moving, they're fucking lying, you know? And I have no words for how people will just cling to a lie, even if it's killing them. And it is. I'm telling you guys, that's what's killing you. You can make it all stop. Write on a piece of paper. I intend to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all. Put a drop of your blood on it. Publish it to YouTube. Tag and title it Blood Over Intent. Join us in blood or expire of your own stupidity. We have a mission. We will go to the center. We're going to come back here and plant those giant silicone trees. And think about Silicon Valley, and think about what silicone does in a computer. And think about this, whether it was a running program, or you're downloaded into a 666 meat pack suit, or you're alien seed, or you come from above, or you come... You know what? None of that matters. You know what matters? You matter. You create matter, and you are matter. You know? You are atom. You are the atom. You know? And you women, whether you're Lilith, or whether you're Eve, or whatever, it doesn't even matter, does it? You know, you bring life. And this whole time, all they've been doing is trying to take you away from your mother and your father. See, because then you got a being feeling bad about one side or the other. And you're both. You're both inside. You're both outside. You got to understand yourself. And so, like, when some people are like, don't be messing with the trolls, gatekeeper, whatever. You know, I know someone on here who does this, and they have just won my admiration so much. I'm going to do them a voodoo painting for every troll, and the biggest gatekeeping trolls. And, you know, there's people on here, they're making a change. They're like, you know what, I started the movement, and then you took it over, and then started lying, so, you know, you can have that. Because you can't never stop the truth. It's still going to go through, and then we'll see. We'll see, and then those people, who are they? They're the heroes. They're the ones that stand up. They're the ones that don't give a flattened fuck, okay? That's how you got to be, whatever. Do it. But you know what? Don't be a victim. And don't let somebody victimize somebody in front of you either. Don't do it. I teach children how to not do that. Yeah, I did. I taught him in the after-school program how to non-bullying techniques, because they're always going to push the bullying. They really are, because that's how they want you to feel, like a victim, like a helpless, nothing, good for nothing, came from monkeys, running on a ball like an accident, floating through space. Y'all are so full of it. NASA in Hebrew means deceit. What are the chances of that? Fuck you means wake up in reverse speech. What are the chances of that? Call upon anybody and see if she does not answer. And tell you, never was it I.
God is a woman.
Oh, God is a woman. It's a reversal. Now the sun is Jesus above your head, fertilizing the earth. What's went wrong? They went wrong. Yeah. Don't start believing them now. Now they're out of money. They printed money, they stole money from you, and they did the stock market, and then boom, then the Pentagon gets shut down. How many billions was lost then? Whoops. Yeah, there was a video that showed a missile. I'm telling you, all false flags, all lies. So, do what you can to go inside, and you know, if troll thing is your thing and you take them down, I believe you have every right. Especially when they took something that was so near and dear to your heart and then tried to throw it in their new world order, which is to kill you. And like that should bring you all together. It doesn't matter what color you are or what gender or what your sexual preference is or what you eat. They all want you dead. They do. So, you know, I just believe in mirror therapy. Back at you, sweetheart. So after the processing, you know, because after a while you get tired of picking through the buds and trimming, you get these little nuggets, and you can Look at them. Some of them are purple. You see them? Some of them lime green. Anyways, you know, cure that out. Open it for like an hour a day for like what, 2-3 weeks, and then 2 weeks, yeah. And then this is just, you just keep drying this until you get the, because you got to get another screen to make the hash out of it. And look, so don't waste any of the plant that you've done. And like this, I'll sift this some more and get through the little buds that are still in there. And then the rest you can make butter. And you know, I've been doing this because of my own health. And if you know somebody that's sick and has tried all the medicine and it's not working, or that is willing to try it, you know, I suggest you help them, you know, because this really helps. And like, you know, people say, well, you get addicted or whatever, but no, I guarantee you it's not going to be like the morphine or the oxycodone. I promise you. I would not lie to you, okay? And I look forward to the day that I can get high instead of just maintaining my pain level where I can move. Because, see, the more you don't move, the more you're going to hurt. And do whatever it takes to get moving. I mean, I do. That's what you should do. And then look and see how much better you get. And quit worrying. I'm telling you, I know this is the hardest part, because that's all this is psychological. It is. It's mind screwing. That's what they're doing, and so don't let them. You don't let them panicky. You don't worry about it, and you just keep going, because you know what? There's always something better out there. There's always something new. There's always someone you can help, including yourself. And if you're not well, how are you going to help anybody else? Be well. It's not that hard. And you know what? We all need to take control of our own health. And that's all I have to say about it. I know people that have just hurt themselves, you know. And I know they didn't mean to. But I'm here to tell you, nature has everything you need. The mother has everything you need. You are her and she is you. Do you know that everything you consume becomes you and you become it? Watch, I'll show you a video my son showed me here in just a little bit.